LLC with gunmetal crystal edge technology screens. I told you, I've seen this happen multiple times, and we've been dealing with this nonsense for years. Not just with him, with other people. I've seen these crash and burns. These are people that will talk massive amounts of trash on YouTube about somebody, can't back their products up, and when the heat starts getting turned up, they start canceling out left and right. So, this morning, I told you I had to be up to get some things done, and I had to call over to the FBI unit over there, give them the docket number for the case report where we filed criminal charges against a YouTuber by the name of, he goes by Cinemax Mix LLC, or I think it's Crows Cinemax Mix, yeah, LLC. So now what they start doing is they start trying to erase things as fast as possible because they don't want anything linked to them. They want to show that they didn't do anything wrong. They start hiding evidence. The reason why people hide evidence is when they are basically guilty for doing something. So I'm going to look up his website. This is what comes up on the Wix. It says right here, looks like this domain isn't connected to our website, which means he canceled his domain. So is this actually his, and now keep in mind, let me explain something to you. Once you cancel a domain, it is, well, I don't think you can get it back. You really can't get it back because they always ask you, are you sure you want to cancel this domain? So let me show you something right here. So let me go over to Jamie's channel. This is Jamie's channel right here. Right there, because I want to be 100% sure that I'm typing in the correct spelling for his website. That's his website right there, right? Copied and paste. He removed his website. He canceled out the domain name. It's no longer there. Also, too, eBay listing is also missing. Hiding tracks, are you? Let me explain something to you. In your mind, you may think this is already, paperwork has already been processed. There have been screenshots, videos, pictures. All this evidence has already been taken care of. It's at the detectives unit. They have everything. They're already in and out of your site constantly when I actually filed the report, which means your site was up and operating. They already been, they got the evidence, everything they need. You're going to jail, buddy. That's all to it. And as I told you before, I already located your landlord. So we will be contacting, or law enforcement will be contacting your landlord. They have to because you have a gate that keeps them from getting in, and they're going to have a warrant for your arrest. So taking everything out, not going to help you at all, period. You are going to jail. And including in that, the massive lawsuits and everything that we got coming at you. I warned you. I told you. You don't listen. So let's go over here. Let's go pop over and get us up a fresh page here. Let's go pop that address in right here. That's what comes up. He pulled his domain name. This ain't the first time I've seen Jamie pull stuff at the end of the day. We had an incident with him on eBay where he pulled his eBay listing in the middle of a live stream, and there were people going into the live stream and went to eBay, seeing if it's still there, and coming back saying it's gone, it's not there. They're known for doing this. These are the scammers. These are the people that will rob you at the end of the day. He deleted the account. It's gone. You know what happens? I've been with Wix for many years. When you make the decision to delete a domain name, it's gone. It's no longer yours. You don't have the rights to it anymore. It goes up, somebody else gets it or whatever they do with it. But I have deleted the domain name through Wix under a company called Exotic Collections, because we just didn't have time to design the paint. There was just no time to do it. So I figured, you know what? I'm not going to spend money on a site that I'm not using. Let me just go in and just get rid of the site. I can never get that name back. It's not mine anymore. It pretty much whatever they did with belongs to them, because I basically gave up the rights to it. He literally canceled out. So for all you naysayers out there at the end of the day who want to sit there and run your mouths about my products are still standing. My websites are still standing. My company is still standing. This jerker can't even back his products up. He's so terrified and scared at the end of the day, he removed an entire website. Why? Because Jamie's going to jail. Jamie has criminal charges that were pressed against him. He is going to jail. It is against the law to post an address without permission. And for those who will sit there and say, oh, but he's on an LLC, it's called public domain. The minute you file for a public domain, you have now made yourself public, unless you switch into an option that makes it non, which he did not do, which means now his information is public domain. So he can't go to court and say, hey, he posted my address. Anybody can post your address. You put it right there. It's public domain right there. You should have talked to whoever basically did that paperwork for you. And you should have said, hey, look, I want you to switch over to this option right here because I don't want to make my business public. Do you know when you hit a public, when you do an LLC, this allows people to search your company up, which means anything attached to it. I can go into Yellow Pages. I can pull your whole entire family up just like that within a couple of minutes. Anything linked to your name will pop up. So I see right now, we're not worried about that. We don't care about that. We're only just for Jamie. We can see right now that he's erasing the paper trail. He's trying to erase it as fast as possible. He wiped his website out because he has a lawsuit coming toward him for the BBC. Two of them. Two of these lawsuits are coming after him. Don't make a difference if you erase your domain name. The evidence is already there. The thing is, and I don't want to tell anybody how to get rid of evidence, but the thing is to get rid of the evidence before it's noticed, before the authorities. Not waiting until the authorities get all the information they need to gather on you and then get rid of it, because then it shows proof of guilt because you try to hide evidence. It's just not good. And I'm pretty sure he has quite a lot of, I've heard the flack. I've heard the flack with the Better Business Bureau, that he has a lot of complaints hitting him because customers want their money back. They want their money back because his product was matching house paint. Can't get around it either. We got you in a YouTube video. Can't get rid of that. We got dozens of copies of that. Of you sitting in a YouTube video matching house paint. Or us going back to your website selling house paint. Can't get around that. So guess what's going next? Your PayPal account's about to go bye-bye. And you know why? Because we filed today. I will be filing with the United States Postal Service, which will be involved in FBI. You already have FBI hunting you down already. I'm hunting you down pretty soon for the cyberbullying, cyber threats, cyber stalking, and all that nonsense. Now you're going to have another record with them with the United States Postal Service. I'll be filing 2 complaints today. In these complaints, I'll be showing detailed documents where you basically sent us a product on an unboxing video live, showing your name all over labels, the container, all over everything, right there. And then from there, this information, once submitted to United States Postal Service and we get those documents back, I will be contacting PayPal's legal department to request that your PayPal account be completely terminated and banned for life, because we have proof that you violated their platform. You're done, my friend. I warned you to mind your business, did I not? I gave you multiple olive branches. No one can ever say at the end of the day, Mr. Bird did not try to show mercy, which I did. I told you, open up a can of worms. I'm going to open up a Pandora's box on you. You will not be able to shut. This is far from over. I'm going to hunt you, my friend. That's what's going to happen. You don't show up in court, you will get a bench warrant on you. They will come out and find you. I don't care where you go. They are going to find you. Get a ticket. Anything pops up when an officer has to pull you over and he has to run your tags and finds out there's a criminal charge on you for basically you have not shown up for court, guess what's going to happen? They're going to lock you up. So, like I said, now you're going to keep your head on a swivel, because at any given day, an officer, law enforcement, someone, process server is going to be popping up at your door to talk to you. The difference between the process server is you can try to hide from them to a certain degree until they get a court order from a judge to get a warrant for you. Or basically when the law enforcement's come over to get you, you can't hide from that. And I will be reaching out. Well, I won't be reaching out. They will be reaching out to your landlord because you committed multiple acts of crimes on that property. And that's a violation of your lease. Bye-bye. This is why I warn people at the end of the day, don't play with me. So his website is gone, right there. Domain name, not found. He removed it off the site because he's scared. See, the problem with Jamie is Jamie comes on camera acting all tough and duh. I know what kind of kid you were coming up. You were the kid that talked all the trash, but you was a runner because you're the one that ran home every day. You don't look much like a fighter. You're a runner. That's what you are. Because I've been here. I'm still standing at the end of the day. I've always been still standing. I've actually took on every challenge that came against my company and staying strong. You guys are a bunch of flakes at the end of the day. Can't even maintain a basic company. Look at Partey at the end of the day. Look at that nonsense. This joker dropped his site so many times. He had so many grand openings on his site. It's not even funny. Grand opening for this, the goopity goo, and some other nonsense. Products failing on camera. Products not even. This is what I talk about at the end of the day. This is why they slander us, because our products are legit and the real deal. This is what jealousy and nonsense gets you at the end of the day. Instead of minding your own business and staying in your own backyard, you wouldn't have to go through this. You'd still be selling your products online. Let's go over to eBay and see if we can track this guy down. Guess what? No match found. First thing you pull up on eBay, anytime you're buying any kind of products, if you're selling screen paints especially, you have to be under the category of projector screen paints, because then you could come up as in screen paints, which basically would be screen paints for your shirt. Because there's two different versions of screen paint on eBay. There's screen paints for your shirt and there's actual screen paint, but you have to put down projection so you can separate that. So we go to Hunt Jamie up here. Guess what? Can't get any clearer than that, can it? All right? Look what it says. No match found. Everybody else is up there selling paint. He's not up there because he pulled this listing. So let me give you a little information here, Jamie. I don't care what you pull. You can yank your whole entire YouTube channel. You can delete every video. I have documents on you. I have tons and tons of videos. Everything you could possibly think of, I have it on you. I have enough to prosecute you. I have a 5-year span time where I can come and get you at any time, and I'm choosing today to come for you. Your life is going to be a nightmare when I get done with all these documents and going back and in and out of City Hall today to file all these complaints against you. It is going to be an absolute nightmare. You will never have a day of peace, ever. You will always be worrying about somebody walk up to you and serve you with a document or slapping handcuffs on you. This is what your life has become now. Hiding your information will not help you at all. Gave you fair warning to mind your own business. Me moving into this place was my own decision. I sat there and made that statement right there before I moved in here. I sat there in the park. I had a decision. I had money sitting in my account. I could have went back to my apartment and I could have continued to live at a place that I hate and couldn't stand at the end of the day, or I could have made a leap of faith. And this is the leap of faith I make, and I like it at the end of the day. I enjoy it. But you want to do dumb stuff at the end of the day, and you want to go into my account and send me something like 34 messages, which I didn't even know were in there, of you carrying on and acting up. So you want my attention? Now you got my attention. How you liking it? Look at you pulling your sights down, running scared. I'm not done with you. I'm coming for you, so you know this. You got my full attention. We are coming for you. So you can take down whatever you at the end of the day. Hey, you can even move if you got to. I'm still going to find you. Doesn't make a difference where you go at. We're going to get you. So today, contact the FBI. We have your docket number or police number or whatever, file number, criminal charge number. We filed a report against you. And it's already been through Allentown Police. They sent it to the detectives unit. The detectives unit looked over it. They gave it the okay. And now it's going to be with the FBI. FBI is going to involve it because it's considered to be online. It's considered to be a federal offense. So they will be the ones coming to see you. And I had this conversation with you yesterday. Don't listen. We just had this conversation literally about me sitting there saying, ignoring you guys. You don't want my attention at the end of the day. Silent Wake 5. I got 4 years to prosecute you. Mr. Matthew, I got 4 years to prosecute you. Partey, I got 4 years to prosecute you. I got tons of information on y'all. Just because I'm sitting here chilling, mind my own business, doesn't mean I don't have a loaded gun pointed at you. I can come get you at any given time I want. Now, if you learn to mind your own business and stay in your own backyard, maybe Mr. Bird will forget about you and go about his business. But if you give me a reason, I will come for you. Gee whiz Louise. Somebody fear your empty threats at the end of the day. Posting my address multiple times. Do you see me shuttling in, hiding it? No. You lost your freaking mind at the end of the day. I will go where I want to go. I will walk out my door anytime I want to. You guys, at the end of the day, you guys run scared, afraid to give up your address. When I posted my address and I went in, you didn't have to post it. You know where I lived at? When I lived on Habitant. I put my address in 19 times when I ordered your product. Where's your address at? Did you post it? Did you send it back? No, you sent me back a bunch of fake addresses. One address popped up at a post office somewhere. That's Crow. Partey got so terrified, I bet you your heart was pounding at 100 miles an hour when you see my address pop up with my name attached to it, buying your product. What are you going to do then? You're going to send me over your information? No, he got scared. He canceled all the orders. Gave me back all my money. Isn't it the same thing you did when you walked around your backyard and you made a statement at the end of the day that I canceled an order and I'm scared and don't worry about Ken, I'm going to catch you sooner or later? Didn't you make that statement? What happened? I went and purchased all your products and you canceled. Shut down your website for a couple months, came back in, ordered some more stuff from you, gave me back my money, shut your website down again. And every time I make a statement about having somebody coming and getting your products because I can't buy it because you're too afraid to process the order, I got to get somebody else. You know how sad that is that I got to hire or pay somebody else or get someone else to buy your products because you jokers are too scared to send it to me. You're a bunch of cowards. That's what you are. But don't worry, cowards. I'm going to be coming for you real soon. I have not forgot about you. Trust me. Jamie, you're the one I actually have most interest in. So as you can see, Jamie is running scared. He's nowhere to be found on eBay. For those you, what happened to your Crow boys? Sounds like they got plucked because they don't seem to be nowhere around you at all, period. So for those of you who supported this joker at the end of the day, just threw you under a bus. Those of you who sat there and talked all that trash about, oh, Crow's products are this and that and this, that and the other, they threw you under a bus. Crow only cares about Crow. Jamie only cares about Jamie. You don't care about his customers at the end of the day. He sat there and sold y'all house paint. On his website, sold you house paint and continue to sell the exact same house paint on his website after getting caught. Still bragging about the product after getting caught. That's pretty sad. And then pulls his website. I ain't going to help you, buddy. Because you know why? You got an LLC connected to you. And your apartment number, everything's right on it. And your landlord is going to be contacted very soon because you committed a crime. And they have to contact him because there's a search warrant involved in it. They have to come on your property or his property. And they have to let him know that we have to get access to this property because we have a warrant for arrest for one of your tenants. And he's going to know. And he's going to actually go in and he's going to basically start an eviction notice for you. Because you're going to have to explain to him why these officers are looking for you. This is why I tell you, don't do dumb stuff. This is where dumb stuff gets you at the end of the day. So while I'll be advancing in 2024, because I'm in the process of actually picking up another unit to have my screen sprayed at, and I'll be advancing in 2024, you guys are going to be running this year. You're going to be, what do you call it, the race? That's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be on the race. You're going to be running. I go in and go look up his website, and this is what I get hit with. So it doesn't make a difference where you go, buddy. You're right there. You're right there. Law enforcement officers, process servers, all of them. Look, he tried to remove it. See that little red icon at the bottom? Can't remove that. That's there. That's going to be there for quite some time. Could you register your business under your apartment? That's not going anywhere. That's going to stay right there. He tried to remove it. He tried to change the info on it. Look at that. State of info date. Try to do it. Try to change it. Can't do that. That's why they ask you when you fill out that form for that LLC, they ask you, are you 100% sure on this document? If you fraudulence that document, you're going to be in a lot of serious trouble. So you can't mess around with that. Now you're talking about the United States government, right? Some FBI, government involved in that with the post office. Yeah, so he tried to go and he tried to change it because that's what the icon stands for right there. He tried to, but no, that's not going anywhere. So I've got copies of all that anyway. All this has been sent out to all the proper authorities. They know where you're at. Unless you're going to pack up and leave. You're going to move. That's what you're probably going to have to do next. And from what I checked, and I'm sorry for y'all Californians out there, California ain't doing all that great. They're really not. Sad to say they're not. California is not doing all great. But between all the problems that they're having out there right now, stores and companies are closing up and they're leaving California. I wouldn't dare put a business in California. Well, not in a million years I wouldn't put one down there. There are companies leaving California. California isn't what it used to be anymore. It's declining at a rapid pace. At that, with the smash and grabs and robberies they're having down there, it's freaking insane going on down there. And the rent down there is insane. I know the rent in California is insane because I got friends down there that are leaving California because the rent's that crazy. Feel sorry for you Californians out there. Hopefully things get better for y'all, but I know how bad it is down there. So you can't up and leave and go someplace else. Man, you've been in that same apartment. Let's get personal here. You've been in that same apartment since I've been in a rented room. When I was in a rented room, I transferred to a house, and another house, and another house, and another house, and you still were in the same apartment. I transferred to an apartment. That was much bigger than yours. Of course it was. And you're still in the same apartment. And I can't stand, I hated the apartment literally so much that when I left. I just walked, I'm done. Paid off my dues, I'm done. Let me explain something. Let me show you something, Jamie, real quick. If you owe money to a renter's establishment, anything, if you own it, liens, anything, it pops up on your credit report. Do you know that? We all know this, right? We all have credit, right? So it pops up on your credit report showing that you owe some money, right? See, the reason why on that document it shows closed case, doesn't show an open case, because I went in and I paid all my debts off and I left. I was done with the building. So on my credit card report, it should show a delinquent on what I owe if I have anything that pops up. So let's have a check. I'm going to go pop over to my Credit Karma. I'm not going to show you my credit score, but I'm going to show you my Credit Karma report. Because see, you get on there, you run your mouth too much. Oh, look at them running scared. I'm going to hunt you down, buddy. I don't care where you go on the face of this planet. First, you're going to run from law enforcement officers, FBI. Oh, good luck with that. I mean, you can never use a credit card or nothing. You're going to go completely off the grid. That's what you're going to have to do. And that's, you don't look like the kind of person that's outdoorsy, so I don't think that's going to work for you. On top of that, I hate to say it and put it this way, you put your family through this mess. You're an idiot. You have, that's what I said. That's what I understand this guy. You literally put your family through this ordeal. You're not even a man at the end of the day. You're not a man. Because a real man would have put his family through that nonsense. He would have never put his family through this nonsense. He would have bit the bullet and put the tail between his legs and moved on. Because his family comes first. You didn't do that. Let me see right here. Pull that website. Yank that website right off. It's gone. You know, like I said, you can't get it back. Once you cancel, delete that domain name, you ain't getting it back. Unless you're going to try to do something sneaky and try to bring it up. Yeah, go ahead. Knock yourself out. Try to make another one and bring it up and see what happens. That's not going to work either. Still going to get you locked up. You're still getting locked up. Ain't going to change anything for you at all. Nothing. You got people have to understand. Jamie has charges already filed against him. They're already filed. He's already in the system. If I go down to the police unit right now and I give my name, those documents pop up. Charges have already been filed against him. It's already set in stone. Now they're switching it to what branch is going to take over the investigation, which is now the FBI unit. And once they basically, I call in and put all that information in, and they confirm back with the detectives unit, it's already ready to go. So it's only a matter of time before these officers will be showing up at his front door. Warn you. Give you guys warnings, and you don't take the warnings. Mind your business. That's all you got to do. So much of the best of your products and stuff. Now, let me tell you something. I could take this right now and run this for days. I could really rub this in, but I'm not going to do that because I don't care at the end of the day. I'm just going to say what I have to say, and that's the end of it. But I could really rub this in, that you pull your website down. I could sit here and laugh about this, that you pulled your website down. Oh, Crow's great products. Crow's this. Crow's the best of the best, an expert in the field. Pull this website down because he's a criminal. Yeah. So this right here is my credit report. on basically, this will tell me any accounts, any transactions, any money I owe right here. Isn't that beautiful? I don't owe anything. No credit cards, no student loans, no auto loans, no home loans, nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know why? I don't do credit cards. I never had done a credit card ever my entire life. I've never owned a credit card. I've done the prepaid cards when they came out. That's what I was into. Auto loans, I don't drive. So I never needed a car. I never had a car before, never needed it. So I don't. Student loans, I had one of them, but I got into a car accident and I got $62,000 and I paid off my loan. I don't owe anything. So no, I have zero credits. Anything I owe is zero. So my credit score is immaculate. So if I want to leave this place and go to someplace really nice, I can do that. Because I have an amazing credit score. I don't owe jack at all. Collection agencies, nothing. All my stuff is paid off. How many people can sit there and say that they don't owe nothing at all? Yeah. See, that's why I sit there and let the trolls run their mouth about me owing money to that apartment complex and this, that, and the other. And let you make up your story and let you run your mouth, because you know what kind of person I'm in the day. I like to give people a long enough rope to hang themselves. Let you run your mouth. Go ahead. Speak all the trash you want to. I'm just sitting there looking at you, smiling at you. Make you look like an idiot. So what I have here is what most people would wish to have. I don't owe anything. No collection. Whoop! Right down the middle. Zero. Look at that. That's my report. Look at the collections. Zero, 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 zero. Zero. I don't owe jack. Pay all my debts off. So when I left the building, I paid my debts off. I left the building because I hated it there. I couldn't stand it. How many people can live in a place, not like it, pay off the debt, walk off, go someplace else? Some people have to stay there. I'm not trying to be rude and brag on anybody's financial situation, but some people have to stay there because they don't have a choice. They got a family and so forth. They plant there. Why do you think I ain't buying no furniture when I moved in there? I had no intentions of staying there. I was only going to be there for a while until I set up shop and got everything together and got a lay of the land. I was banking money a long way. So basically, when it got to a situation, if I got to a point where I really hated this place, and I knew it was going to happen, because I'm not used to hearing people running over top me at the bottom of me, because I used to live in all houses. I could just leave. And that's what I did. When I went into court, I paid them up and I left. So that's why if you look at my document, it says closed. And you look at my credit report, bam, zero. So I would want to go out and get myself a house and get myself a house, nice car, whatever, and I can put it right on my credit. My credit score is immaculate. But I choose not to. I make good money. I make about $3,000 or $4,000 a month. And it's just me and the cat at the end of the day. I have no kids, I'm not married, got no expenses, nothing at the end of the day. That's it. I got technology that's worth millions of dollars that if I want to, I can sell out and get tons of money for my technology. Let everybody burn while I get rich. I have options. You gentlemen do not have options at the end of the day. This definitely will not help you at all. But anyway, let's move on from there. I got stuff to do. I got things to take care of. I got technology to design. And just because you removed your website, Jamie, you're still getting sued. Doesn't make a difference because you left your website up long enough to where we filed a suit where they went through your website. The minute we have to show proof that this website exists. So they had to go in and document it. Everything's been documented on both parties on your website existing. You removing your website shows a sign of evidence that you did commit these crimes because you tried to hide evidence. That's what that looks like now, hiding evidence. Oh well. Gone, just not even gone. I had to make sure because I'm typing it in. I'm like, wait a minute. I wonder if I'm typing it in wrong. But then again, anytime we type it in, it always pops up. And I'm like, why are the videos popping up? We got videos popping up. Why is that? Now, knowing Jamie's one of those people like the preacher who gets the evil preacher who gets the date wrong on the Armageddon date. You know, they're the ones that say, oh, you know, God's going to come back, the end of the world is going to pop up. in like October 23, 24. Doesn't happen. And then he'll come back with another prediction. He reminds me of that scenario. And the reason why is because what they'll do is, I've seen him do this in YouTube videos. He'll delete a video to get rid of it in the middle of a live stream, and then come back in and put the video back in to make it look like it never disappeared. But I'm pretty sure we're all intelligent people at the end of the day. I'm hoping we all are. We can tell when a website's not there or not because it's not there. So we all can see this, that his website is not there. So if the website just happens to pop up, which is not, and I'll tell you why, because you can't use that same domain name twice. Once you basically give up the rights to that domain name, if you're licensed to own that domain name, you can't get it back. You can make something similar to it, but you can't get it back. So who deletes an entire website like that at the end of the day? So much. Talk all that trash at the all that trash. I'm the scammer at the end of the day, and here you are. Where's your website? Nowhere to be found. And I'm supposed to be the scammer. I'm supposed to be the thief at the end of the day. Because you're just running out of things at the end of the day. Our products don't work. We got our stuff on site, showing off our technology. We're scamming people at the end of the day. Here you are in a YouTube video, basically matching house paint. Where's that video at anyway? Oh, it's right over here. On a blacklist. From scamming his customers, ripping them off. Fake products, fake paints. Look at this. And they're selling a product. I said you should be ashamed of yourself. It took you all this time. Really? You finally? We know why you got rid of the site, Jamie. You don't come on there and say, oh, I got rid of the site because I was trying to be true to my customers. Yeah, you was ripping them off long after that. You got rid of your site because you're scared. That's why. Because there's law enforcement officers coming for you. You're going to have to move. You know that, right? You got to leave that place. You can't be there. And you're going to leave anyway. You're going to get an eviction notice. You committed a crime on that property. Them officers have to ask to get into that building, or they can show a warrant to get. They're going to show a warrant to get into your property either way. They'll get through that gate one way or another. But they're going to contact your landlord. They're definitely going to contact him, and they're going to let him know that we have an individual of interest that we need to go in and we need to go get. So, like I said, get ready for flashlights and somebody screaming at your door, because it's coming. Look at this mess. This is the stuff he had on his website or his YouTube channel. These videos are all missing, by the way. These are all deleted videos. They're gone. You can't find them. And this is his product matching a house paint. He ripped his customers off. Post office fraud. This ain't going to help you either, because if you already got the documents, you've got all the evidence. Doesn't make a difference if you pull your website down. This is not going to help you. We have detailed documents from PayPal right here, showing the transaction order number we placed through your website. Oh, that's another reason why we pulled his website down too. The post office fraud he committed through his website. Yeah, he's running scared because we have his documents right here. These are Crow's documents. This is where we made the transaction through his website right here. All this is right here through his website, through PayPal, and this is where he committed post office fraud. Pulling your website down, not going to help you. We already have the documents right here. This is all we need. And we're also going to use these documents to make sure that your PayPal account is terminated, that you receive a lifetime ban. You can never use PayPal ever again. That's another reason why, unless you're going to get rid of your PayPal account next. But yeah, that's it right there. $85, what we paid for it, transaction number, all that. That's going to be sent to the United States Postal Service. Yeah, it's like 20 years in jail. He got 2 offenses we got on him. So again, if Jamie didn't do anything wrong, and he's not guilty, and he hasn't scammed customers, he hasn't broke laws, at the end of the day, where's his site? Where are the videos? What happened to them? Things don't just magically disappear. Scammed his customers right here. This is the personal mix. He was ripping off overseas customers, but charging them a $70 surcharge fee for a product that they could have just went to Home Depot. And this man literally walked out of a Home Depot with the product. This is a Cinemax Network Gray 773 Kabakal. The guy went on here, YouTube, did a live stream, spared receipts, show the product, and then continue to rip off his customers with the same product and claim that they were going to get this amazing image that came from a projector. Oh, and I did type in the llc.com to see if that come up. That didn't come up either at all, period. So I did several scenarios in different places he would have thought of if he was going to try to change the domain name. See, the fact that even, Jamie, you have to understand, even if you change your company to another name, that's still bad. That's extremely bad. Because this is all linked to your company doing all kinds of scandalous and deceitful acts. And the fact that you changed the name and converted it into something else, what are you going to sell? You don't have anything new. You don't make nothing new. This is all you have. What are you going to sell on the site? You're going to bring back the same products with a different name? That's just painting the wagon a different color. You talked all this trash about your site being this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 and your products were legit, and this, that, and the other. All this nonsense for your site to go bye-bye. For your eBay listings to go bye-bye. Okay, let me explain something to you real quick before I go. You pop up with anything, and I mean literally anything, it'll still be traced back to you. You got to go ghost, buddy, and that's what you're going to have to do. You're out of the business. You're done. You're finished. Kaboot. You're done. You're out. Anything pops up, and we get wind of it, we'll redirect all that energy right to you. So you better disappear. So I'm just giving you fair warning. I see anything that pops up under screen paint under you at the end of the day, we know exactly where you popped your head up. I will make sure that wherever we're doing business, wherever we're working with, whether it be FBI and law enforcement officers or whatever it is, and process servers, we can redirect that right where we need it to go at. Because all this is not going to go away. I just want you to know this. None of this is going to go away. Because you pull your email listing down, your website, and you pull off your eBay. None of this is going to go away. All this has already been processed. This paperwork was already done. It's not going away at all. Just because you close your eyes and you don't think about it, mean it doesn't exist. This video exists. Just because you delete it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It always exists. So these are the customers that he ripped off in a demonstration of his Cinemax. Now you do know that because you cancel your domain name, you do know that there's a record. There's always a record. Anytime you cancel an account or whatever, blah, 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 there's still a record of your transaction. It's in there. It's in their record. Their system, or if they have on there, their database, whatever. We can get a subpoena to go through Wix to get your deleted accounts and pull them up. So deleting your website didn't do jack for you. I can still get that information at the end of the day. We have to just go into their database and basically get a subpoena for basically those particular documents of your website being at the time when it was active, and they'll go through all of that. Your PayPal account, they're definitely going to go to the PayPal account because, like I said, he also too has violations for not only copyrights, but also too he ripped off a company, made money off their name, and didn't pay him a dime. So he ripped off the name Frankenstein. Our documents are still there showing that we purchased this item. Not only did we purchase this item, you sent me a custom container with my name attached to it and their name on it, dated, showing you were making money off their name. So just because you remove your accounts off Wix doesn't mean jack at the end of the day. Your account information is still there. You know that, right? They don't delete it off their data. It's still there. Now, what do I want to say before we wrap this up? Let's see. There's so many ways I can go with this. Whew. Man. So many ways I could go with this. This is why I warn people at the end of the day to mind your own business. How hard is it to mind your own business? Just stay in your own backyard, mind your own business. Now look at the outcome for this person at the end of the day. It's not good. This guy's going to go to jail. He is going to jail. You know that. He's going to jail. I pressed charges on him. It's already done. I mean, if he moves at the end of the day, you still have an LLC up. They're going to track you down. They have to bring you to court. So even if you leave, you move out of your apartment and you disappear, that you still have to go to court. They're not going to close that case because you disappeared. No, it's still be an open case. You pop up at a traffic light. You pop up anywhere. Anything that happens, any incident, anybody calls the police, anything that happens, an officer pops over there and they have to run a check on you, see if you have any outstanding warrants on you, and that information pops up that you're supposed to appear in court and you never showed up. Guess what? You're going to jail. So if I were you, I would just stay put until those officers pop up. Because the last thing you want to do is get a warrant on you. You don't want that mess. You can't go anywhere at all, period. You'll be looking over your shoulder for the rest of your life. Just take it and just deal with it, because you're going to have to. You got no choice. Next time, learn to mind your own business, which you should have done. The first time you met me, many years back, he came into my YouTube channel. We had I think it was a D4K we're designing, and we were doing some tests against screen innovation. And Jamie had popped into my channel asking me about how my product was made. And I said, we don't, this is when he gave away products for free. And if you ever want to sit there and argue and say you never did, there's a video right there showing you how to make the Metallica Mix 2.0 for free. And he's in the video. And he got mad at me because I wouldn't give him how we made our products. Jamie was going around stealing from people. There were a whole lot of people on YouTube that made screen paint products. Some people sold them and some people didn't. And Jamie was going around and collecting their ideas and stealing their ideas. That's what he was doing. So he popped up on my channel requesting my products and how they're made. And I told him, no, we make money off this. This is my product. I'm not giving you that information. And he became very upset. And that's when he became obsessed with my company. That's how we met Jamie. Now look at the outcome of it all, many years later. Jamie, I could have filed a lawsuit against you. I could have filed criminal charges against you many, many times. And the reason why I didn't, because I tried to show some mercy. I could have came for you anytime I wanted to. And I just let it go. When I came down here, I decided that, you know what, I'm just going to ignore the whole thing. I'm going to let it go. All you had to do was mind your own business, and you didn't do that. And now look at the outcome of it all. All right. Never take, when I show if I ignore you and I don't follow through on what I say I'm going to do to you, it's because I'm trying to give you a chance. But you took it as a sign of weakness. So now I'm going to show you exactly what kind of person I am when I don't give you any mercy and I don't show a sign of weakness. You see the kind of energy that I put into my company when I build it at the end of the day, you're going to get that same kind of energy right back at you, but it's going to be in a whole different form. And you gotta say, you're going to dread the day you ever walked into that YouTube channel and had a conversation with me. You'll be running a lot when I get done with you, my man. And this is a lesson to the rest of you trolls out here. You want to follow behind Jamie? Go ahead. I got no problem dragging you to corporate. This time I won't wait a couple of years to come after you. I'll snatch you up as fast as you I'll snatch you up as fast as I can. I warned him, and he don't listen. All right, well, I got paperwork and I got stuff to file. I got to be at City Hall today. I got to get all this stuff done, get everything. I got to call this the FBI now, and I have to send all this information over to them so we can get all this wrapped up so we can get this guy in court. And, yeah, they'll be contacting your landlord real soon. On top of that, I want to talk to your landlord because I want to show them that we have documents of a process server that had to come to his property to serve you for copyright and violations. I need to talk to a lawyer and see if we can find out. We can hold him accountable for this too on top of that. Because he did allow you, if he knew, and we find out that he knew about what you were doing in that apartment, he could lose his building. He could very well lose his business. And if we find out that he knew, he's a subscriber to your channel, and we find out that he knew the shenanigans that you were doing while you were in that building, we could take his property. Now, which is more, take your property, evict him? Which one do you think will go? I am pushing for your eviction, so you know that. And you can sit there and you could cry on YouTube and say, oh, he's coming after me and my family. You brought it on yourself, man. I gave you a cease and desist order to back down. You ignored it. I gave you multiple warnings. You ignored it. Told you mind your own business. You ignored it. Now you got my attention. Rip this channel down. Unbelievable. Look at that. We're refreshing it. It's not refreshing. It's gone. Looks like this domain isn't connected to the website yet. Now I can't say yet because we know it's been there for a while, so it's been connected. It just ain't there. Cancel this description for his domain name and yanked it down. So there's two things you have to pull to remove a website off Wix. One is your prescription. That is basically the website itself because you pay a premium plan for your website. And the other one is the domain. So there's two of them you have to pay for. Those of you on Wix know what I'm talking about. So we had to cancel both of them. Ain't there. Disappeared. Hey, if any of you guys place orders, I feel sorry for you because you got ripped off because you left with your money. So I hope none of y'all place any orders for this scammer at the end of the day because he left with your money. I'm going to do one more video on this. Yeah, because he is a scammer. And I'm going to put this because I need this for my art guys. Scammer. You're definitely a scammer, Jamie. Nothing more than a scammer. No test. Can't back your products up. Products matching house paint at the end of the day. Still selling crappy products. Customers were deleting their accounts off his freaking site. They were knocking out their videos because they didn't want to be linked to that nonsense. Ripped the guy off with a 3500 lumen 4K projectors. No way in the world his screen should have ever looked like that. So now what are you going to do with your time? You're not stalking me all day, so you're not doing that. Because I filed criminal charges on you. So I don't know what you're going to do. That 3D, oh, by the way, I forgot about that too. I'm not going to mention it, but I'll get that taken care of for you real soon. So that's already going to be taken care of. Don't worry about that. Even if you leave the apartment, it'll be taken care of. I just want you to know that. So let's go over to, let's see. You didn't talk all that trash on my channel. And you got scared and pulled your domain name. You didn't talk all that trash. With him and the other guy on camera talking all that. Oh, Bob, I forgot to tell you. Conspiracy charges. I will be filing those against all of you involved in that nonsense. Because we have video recordings of you guys all talking back and forth about me. Oh, you guys are stupid. Just give me so much info. Is he crying on my channel already? Is he crying already? He's always crying on my channel. He's really crying. Look, Jamie, shut up. I'm gonna just tell you right now. Shut your mouth and just shut up. You're already in enough trouble. You're not proving anything at the end of the day. I know he's over here ranting. I know you're upset. Okay, I don't even care if you're upset. It's none of my business. I don't care. You did this to yourself. You have no one to blame. You're one of those people who basically do dumb stuff and you blame everybody else for your dumb stuff. You did this to yourself. You got on camera talking about you're an expert in the field, that you know what you're talking about, and you sold people a bunch of fake, phony products, and look at the results. You're scared to death you pulled your website down. This is nothing new. You've done this before. You ain't nothing but a scammer. And I told you you were a scammer from day one, and I told you weren't going to last long. So if you pop up with another site, and they're going to be looking for you, they're going to be hunting for him now because of the charges. It's a cyber crime. That's why the FBI is involved with it, because it's now it's an internet crime. They're going to hunt through every single thing. Everything. Because it's an investigation now. It's an online crime. Everything. So you're going to have to go completely ghost. Doing dumb stuff. Now, little message to anybody else that wasn't Jamie that was in there carrying on. Guess what? You're involved too. So you know that. I want you to know that. The same nightmare he's going to go through, you will be going through also. Because in their investigation, they're going to find other accounts that are going to be popping up. Unless it's all him 100%, then you have nothing to worry about. But if you were involved in any emails, and we have phone messages, we had text messages, all that stuff will be submitted, everything in. If you pop up on any of that, you'll be a part of that investigation. Just to give you something to think about. Here, listen to my rain videos. Is he crying to me already? Gee whiz. Already crying. No, he's not crying. He's not crying. Okay. I'm not there. Oh, well. I'm going to do one more. We're going to talk about the... And he talked all that trash about his product, the Cinemax being one of the best products. This, that, and the other. And it does this and does that and blah, 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 blah. Boy, I tell you. I hate to say it, it's got to suck for you followers who came in on my channel and talked all that trash about his products being #1 and being legit. How you feel right now? Yeah. Because you saw that one coming a mile away. Really, seriously, you didn't see the red flags. Everybody else saw them. You didn't see the red flags? They were right there. Let me stumble upon one of your YouTube videos and I pull up one of your YouTube videos talking about his product and his website's missing. That's going to be pretty embarrassing. So you're going to have to pull your video down. It's a little pretty embarrassing. You're up there talking about how amazing his products are, and his website's not even there anymore. Because he's a criminal. All right, that customer base is going to diminish. All right. Let me see. I need this for... Oh, and I forgot, there's another thing too. Didn't you make a document on a judge? Yeah, we filed that one too. Basically, he went in, he filed a fake document with a judge's name attached to it, who had nothing to do with the little case I had with the apartment complex. Yeah, you did, didn't you? Man, I'm telling you, boy, I'm telling you. Yeah, you definitely going to have to go off the grid. You're going to become mountain man. That's going to be kind of hard to do with a family, you know. It's really hard to do live off the grid. Well, it's not hard to live off the grid. You just have to have that experience. But we don't have that experience. You're too butter. You get to have that kind of experience. You're not rough enough for that. Oh man, boy, I tell you, I gotta document this. I've got to document this. Why wouldn't I document this? Oh man. And I tell people at the end of the day, mind your own business. I'm in here minding my own business, making my products. And people, I'll give you all these warnings. Come on, you naysayers at the end of the day. I've been here before you've been here. I've dealt with people like you before. I know how to handle my business at the end of the day. This is the result. This is what happens when you mess with us. This is the outcome for you. Right now, he's home probably biting his bottom lip. But it is what it is. Even if you do design another site, you pulled your site. You pulled your main site down. That speaks volumes at the end of the day. If there were people that were supporting your product, they will not support your product at all now. And fear that at any given time, you may commit a crime. Well, I don't know why you would do business. You guys got your credit card information. Do you know this, right? This fellow processed your credit card information through this website that's not even here anymore. Because he didn't go out of business. No, he has criminal charges coming after him. You did business with a criminal. He's got your personal information. You know that. How you feel about that? I warned you. We did multiple videos on this guy. We warned you. We told you what this guy was all about. Oh, well. We told you. Think about the church. You got ripped off too. You ripped the church off. Oh, that's a shame. I ain't laughing about that at all. That's kind of sad. But the people who knew, yeah, you kind of deserved it. You got ripped off. Okay. Put up another one with the big cancel. Cancel it out. Definitely cancel it out. Definitely. Yeah. I know you're in here, Jamie. Yeah, I know you were in here. You're in here. We know you were in here. We know. You're always in here. Oh, well. This is just the beginning of your problems, so you know that. I'll see you in court soon, if you're not running.